Hey guys, what's up, Crux here. Welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be drawing a character based off a little challenge I'd thought up on the spot a little bit ago. So the challenge is basically you choose a random marching band show. It could be yours, it could be from your high school, it could be a past show you've done, it could be a current show another band has done, whatever. But based off of the main songs that are in the marching band, in the show, in whichever movement you're doing, depending on how many moves, by the way, that's how many characters you're doing. Basically, you make a character based off it. Again, more info in the book. So, for my band's first show, it was Around We Go. So, this show was centered around circles. So, a lot of the characters I'm going to be making have a lot of circular things. So, speaking of that, I made her horns curved, made the spikes kind of tilt backward to kind of spike on her cheek backwards, and same with the nostrils and everything. The first song that was in our first movement, we had three, was You Spin Me Round. Decided to use Vaporwave because it hits differently. Decided for the back plates I wanted it to be kind of circular. By the way, this is a character I made a little bit a month or so ago. I just never got around to it. I'm like, oh, why don't I make her why don't I just make her into this? So onto the coloring. I remember we had a gradient on our hat covers or shakos, whatever you want to call it. There was a gradient of purple to yellow, which looked so nice. I decided to go with the more pastel because this shows a lot more. This show and this song is a little more upbeat, despite what the song might depict. But yeah, I also chose a green to go in there because I remember some of the props that we had some. It was a rainbow effect, but didn't have the rainbow. And I probably could have added that to the wings like I did for the rainbow spiral later on. But I decided to make the tips on her head with similar to the horns. Decided to add white because I just needed something. I just needed something. I also did the same to her spikes, to her horn, and her wing. Then for her wings, I decided to go with the idea of the purple to yellow gradient, still pastel. I think those two colors look really nice. I wanted to add circles in there. I'm like, oh, I can use the light. Didn't work out. I go through this whole process of trying to figure out how to add the spirals in there when I could have just done what I did later. I was being not my smartest moment. I wanted a gradient in there. I decided against it, so I just changed it all to green. Made my life 10 times more difficult. That's what I did. But yeah, I'm looking back and I'm like, oh my god, why did I do this? But yeah, like not even all the circles were colored in. Some of them were half colored in, which was not very nice. It was just a lot harder than it needed to be. So you can see me going and fixing some of them. Then I'm like, you know what? This is dumb. I'm going back and I'm trying something different. So I did. I wanted to have the green there. I could have just done that rainbow and it would have been fine, but I wanted some more green in there. I decided to make her eyes blue to kind of stand out. And I just did a simple background with a gradient with a spotter brush oval. Anyway, here's Melody. She might be a fan tribe or something, part of her own tribe, but yeah, I'm happy with how this turned out. And yeah, more info about this challenge in the description below. That way, peace out, have a great day, goodbye.